In August of 1989, NEC released their TurboGrafx 16 in America, but 2 years before, in October, they released the PC Engine in Japan. The PC Engine had 3 different colors. The regular white used RF, as the core graphics models used AV cables. The TurboGrafx stock used the RF, but with the add-on called the Turbo Booster, it gave you the option to use AV.
TurboGrafx was released 2 weeks after the Genesis, and at a time where most kids had a Nintendo, this didn't help sales.
Dad, can we get a TurboGrafx 16?
Damn it, son! I just got you a Nintendo, boy!
Well, Nintendo had Mario,
Fucking TurboGrafx.
and Sega had Sonic.
Sega!
The TurboGrafx came packed with a game called Keith Courage,
Rainbows!
but it didn't do so good. Many people thought that a game called Bonk would have been a better mascot for NEC.
But I'll always associate the TurboGrafx with the very gory Splatterhouse. This was basically the Grand Theft Auto of its time, where you get to frickin' run around with shotguns and fight dudes with 2 chainsaws. Alright, but violence is kinda like drugs and sex with women. It just isn't right, okay? So let's play a little Keith Courage.
I don't appreciate you talking to a boy like that. Don't make me mess up this mullet whooping your ass.
Fucking Vietnam his ass.
There is a size difference between the 2 systems. The Japanese PC Engine was small, just like the Nintendo Famicom.
America like oversized bullshit.
And they made this one bigger just because they think bigger, more power and stuff like that. But like most women telling me, it's not the size that matters, as they laugh.
And the expansion slot for this, you just got this little cover. Very nice and simple. There's your AV port and your AC adapter. Both TurboGrafx have this, which locks in the game since there's no power LED light.
Also, this just looks cool. If you were a kid in the late 80s or 90s, you probably wanted this just based on the looks.
There is this expansion port for the TurboGrafx, which has the logo right on the back. Got your channel select, your RF input, and your AC adapter input.
They only had 1 controller port on the TurboGrafx for some odd reason, probably because they want you to buy more accessories like this, the TurboTap, which you needed to play multiplayer games.
Another difference between the 2 systems is they can't play each other's games, and the controllers are actually different themselves. This is the TurboGrafx, and this is the PC Engine. The controllers basically look the same, just they needed to match their own, so they had a little more decals on it. But yeah, since the cords were short, they had these extenders, which worked out pretty great. They also have the turbo stick to play in an arcade type style.
Also reminiscent to your mom's French tickler.
And then there's the PC Engine controller, the Avenue 6, which worked out great for fighting games, much like Street Fighter 2. And the adapter card so you could play PC Engine games on your TurboGrafx, or vice versa.
Buy more shit.
There was an add-on called the TurboGrafx CD. The PC Engine had its own version as well.
Then there was this beast, the Turbo Duo, which combined both the TurboGrafx 16 and the add-on CD player. I had a buddy that had this thing, and I remember being a very cool system. There's some obscure games, role-playing and action games that were real great, and I wish I remembered the names, but I don't.
Then there was the PC Engine GT and the Turbo Express.
I just don't like handheld systems, never got into them, never cared for them, you know.
There was also the TV tuner, so you could watch TV on the go.
Or porn if you could hook that bad boy up to a VCR. It looks like a challenge to me, but I'd try it.
The TurboGrafx may have only had 94 games, but there was a lot of good ones in its library. The PC Engine had more games because it went on for a 5-year span.
And they still make pirate versions to this day, and it's also available on the Wii for Wii points. Graphically, the system is somewhat between a Sega and a Nintendo, has awesome colors, and it really has a great arcade feel when you play it.
I'd also like to give a shout out and thank PHATPHUNK because I actually got my PC Engine from them a couple months back.
The man, Funk, I'm gonna slap some porn bass for you.